you hear some of the stuff that comes up where, and this is within every space, happens to me all the time. Guys make videos about, hey, let me tell you what Patrick did and how he made his money and what he did. It's a very normal thing. The moment you get more eyeballs, you're going to get guys that are going to be targeting and saying things about you. How competitive is it where sometimes, you know, the combative side, well, let me tell you, he doesn't really have the stories like I did. He didn't serve like I did, and this guy didn't like that, because we see that, and we don't know that. How much of that happens in your world?
We don't really get into it.
Exactly. We don't play that game, but it happens a lot, especially now with veterans. It seems like a lot of veterans just attack each other all day long, and we just, you know, kind of made a silent oath that we were just never going to do that. Like, we're never going to hold anybody's hand underwater. We're just trying to make everybody better than we are. And we say it quite a bit. Like, if we're holding baseline, if we're holding the minimum standard and you're all better than us, we're on a super team.
Right? Yeah, I mean, if we're comparing who did what, or, you know, who's got the bigger dick, sorry, you probably have to edit that.
I mean, that you just got to.
But yeah, what we're doing now, it's like, it means a lot to us, and, you know, affecting people's lives and passing on the knowledge. It's like, to shit talk what we did or didn't do or someone else did 10 years ago doesn't define any of us.
No.
I wonder how united, because, you know, when I was part of this one insurance company, nearly half the company, they were Mormons. And they were so united. It was so amazing watching how united they were. And sometimes in a Christian community, you would see kind of Christians kind of take shots at each other. And obviously, of course, Mormons are an element of being Christians, but non-denominational. You would see Mormons, they were like this. And one day, this is when I realized these guys have issues in a both positive way and a crazy way. One day, guy comes out, this lady says, the best movie of all time just came out. The guy's going to win an Oscar. I said, really? This guy's going to win an Oscar? He's going to win an Oscar. Who is this guy? This movie came out called Napoleon Dynamite. I'm like, Napoleon Dynamite? Yeah. This may be the greatest movie I've ever seen in my life. She's saying this to me. And I'm a movie guy. So I said, listen, you better have credibility with movies. I'm going to go watch this movie. I go watch this movie. It's the worst movie I've seen in my life. And I'm like, I come back the next, I said, can I ask you, what was unique about this movie? This movie was horrible. What was so special about it? Oh, what are you talking about? He's going to win an Oscar. Later on that afternoon, somebody told me the main actor is a Mormon. I'm like, oh, okay, I got it. So you guys are supporting each other. I can respect that. You know, hey, this is the movie, this is that. So is that the vibe in the SEALs? Is that kind of how it is with SEALs, where everybody kind of backs each other up and defends each other?
I'll tell you what, when you're in, it most certainly feels like that to a certain extent. You know, the brotherhood is real for a little bit, and I feel like it ebbs and flows. Some years it is so strong, my God, it feels like you can get through anything. And in some days it really feels like it's unraveling. And I don't know if that's a cultural thing, if that's an age thing, a maturity thing. I think you saw the best of the teams at the height of the GWAT. And then, you know, I don't want to say around the Obama administration, but kind of towards the tail end of the war, we start talking about pulling out. You really saw a cultural change. And some guys just really weren't on board with it.
Interesting. So recruiting, when you guys were in, who was president when you were in?
Bush.
Bush when you went in, and then Bush, Obama.
Bush, Obama, Trump.
Bush, Obama, Trump. So when did you TS? When did you get out?
2019.
2019. So Bush, Obama, Trump. Was there I was an E4, so for us it was just, I'm a regular enlisted guy. You know, I was in when some guys, you see how they feel about the president. Well, he's there, he supports us, he's this, he's that. And you see recruiting going up and down and all this other stuff. And sometimes you see raises being given. I think at one point under Obama, like the enlisted got a raise of 1% over like 4, 5, 6 years. There wasn't a big raise that was being given. But for you guys, specific to SEALs, do you care who's president? Does it impact you at all? Or because of the unique position you guys are at, where there's only a few of you, Obama, you know, president, left, right, center, doesn't matter. We have a mission. We're going to go get our job, and we're not affected by the president. Is that kind of how it is with SEALs?
Your political views do not matter whatsoever. I don't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat, as long as you're not trying to use the military as like a social experiment or trying to decrease funding. That's really where it gets us upset, because the job and the threat don't ever change. But now you look at pilots. Now they're chopping flight hours. You're not as good as you were 5 years ago. Do you still need to be as good as you were 5 years? Absolutely. The threat doesn't change. So when you see that, it really does take the wind out of your sails a lot because you're sacrificing everything for this one thing. You're like, we need more money, we need more manpower, we need this, and you're not getting the support, and the mission set doesn't change. But no, I mean, that is the one thing, Cole echoes the same thing, I know it. I hate when people badmouth the president. I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat. That is a dude sitting at the pinnacle of the greatest country in the world, and if you are not supporting him right now, what are you doing? Like, just stop. Like, I never heard anybody in that team room ever talk bad about the president, no matter who was in it. Never.
I love that. And there was Democrats and Republicans.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's really, really diverse, and at the end of the day, the only thing you can control are the guys inside of this room. That's it. Anything external to that, you're never going to meet him. You're never going to have a chance to bend his ear or break his will, so it doesn't matter. You can't change the outcome. You can only control what you can control, and that's the only thing you focus on. Focus on the team right now.
So does it at that level, so you know the saying of, I'm willing to run through the wall for XYZ, right? Is it did you have a leader in when you were a SEAL where you said, I'll run through the wall for this guy? Did you have somebody that you work with that you have? Who would that name be? Who would that person be for you?
My first introduction was probably Barrett Johnson. He was our 3rd platoon chief. So me and Cole did 3 deployments to Iraq back to back to back. And my 3rd platoon chief came over from development group with him, and it was like the second coming of Christ. When he cleared that threshold, man, I got goosebumps. I got super emotional. I didn't even shake his hand. I wrapped my arms around his neck. Like, I've been waiting for you for 8 years, dude.
Why? What made him so special?
He was everything you ever wanted to see. Looked apart, acted apart. He got on the flat range, outshot everybody. When he did CQB, it was the best you've ever seen. His jumping was better than everybody else. He held the standard. When you saw it, it was like watching Kobe Bryant on the court. You're like, my God, you have every reason to let your foot off the gas, and you haven't for 20 years. Like, how long can you maintain this the entire time? He never let his foot off the gas, and it showed everybody who's 19, 20 years old, like, you can achieve mastery in this sport if you just keep going. And he did it, man. To this day, I do anything for that guy. Anything. I've had phenomenal leaders. That dude was my first taste of seeing what a pro is, and it changed my entire existence.
He really raised the bar, and he provided resources and skills and training for the entire team to meet that bar, and really raised kind of the performance, elevation, culture, environment.
What was his name? Barrett Johnson?
Barrett
Johnson.
Barrett Johnson.
Is he a known guy or no? Like, the average person doesn't know who he is.
No, you'd never find this guy. I mean, he's got a historic past. I'd love to be able to sit down and do an interview with him. His mindset changed everything.
Is that him?
That is him.
Can you zoom in on the picture, Rob? Is he a big boy?
Probably,
Like my height.
yeah, 5'10", 180 pounds. Just, oh, dude. The man.
What was his style of leadership when conflicts would come up? Like, was he more of a guy that he led by example, or was he the one that could get you to do things that others couldn't get you to do?
He led by example, but he was one of those guys that, I mean, he really embodied, I'm never going to ask you to do anything I haven't done, I'm not currently doing, or I'm not willing to do. And then he did it. Like, okay. Like, you walk into the gym, he's in there before you. He leaves after you. You go to the range, he's already been there. All right, this guy sees the importance of this, because a lot of times, if you don't have that example, you kind of adopt a 9-to-5 mentality. Like, I show up, I do training with everybody else, 5:30.
Even in the SEALs?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's a normal job. I mean, you wake up 5 a.m., you're doing fitness, you're lifting, you're fighting, you're training, you're eating, training, eating, going home. Rinse and repeat every single day over and over. Well, there's guys that show up earlier and they stay later and they do more polishing, and on the weekends they're training, they're messing around with kit, they're developing new tactics, new procedures, just trying to make the overall collective better, and I thought he just did it better than anybody else.
I mean, you really had a sense and feeling that he had your back. Like, no one was going to come between him and us and the team. Even if we made mistakes and failed, obviously he held us accountable, but it was very much coaching and making us better and grow.
What does he do now? Can you pull up his LinkedIn profile? I'm curious to know.
I'm sure he's doing some consulting now. I was texting with him the other week, but
go a little bit lower to see what is his most recent. Okay, so program manager, Tulum, director of K9 operations, because contract, independent contract. Go a little bit lower. He doesn't even put his military stuff probably there. Go a little bit lower.
Probably not.
No, he's not going to put his stuff there. Wow.
Yeah, so he was doing guided hunts for a little bit. That's what the hunt is. But, I mean, yeah, there it is.
Senior chief, 22 years.
Yeah, he was at Team 2 with my dad too.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's kind of cool, just full circle.
Now, do you feel the loyalty is whatever he says I do, or is it more president? Commander-in-chief, man, I'm willing to run through the wall for this president. No, I'm willing to run through the wall by chief. It's more chief?
Chief.
Okay, because it's the day-to-day guy.
It is, man. At the end of the day, when you're out there alone, your political views don't matter, your religious views don't matter.
Do you guys watch politics when you're out there? Do you? Because when I would talk to my friend who went to Delta, he would say, we would watch the news and we would say, why are they lying? That's not what's happening. We're here right now. Did you guys watch the news at all? You're like, nah, we're not fun.
Nah, not really. No. We watch a lot of episodes.
Watch a lot of episodes?
Yeah.
TV
TV
and movies.
Really?
Yeah.
Not politics and news at all?
No.
What did you think about people that were, telling the news, or they're working for CNN or Fox or MSNBC or NBC? Did you have an opinion of them? You're like, nah, it's just, we mind our own business.
You just see it for what it is. You're just trying to push an agenda. A lot of you are trying to breed fear into people, trying to make it seem like it's something it's not. And yeah, I mean, you're over there on the ground, you're watching it on TV in real time. Okay. And then your parents start calling you, wives start, I'm seeing this on the news, what's happening? None of that's actually happening. Hey, what's going on, guys? DJ Shipley and Cole Fackler from GBRS Group. I want to talk to you real quick about Manek.
Retired Navy SEALs, entrepreneurs, and co-founders of GBRS Group.
Cover everything from flat range shooting, mental health, mental resiliency, physical education, anything you guys really want to drop into. Search us on Manek, find us on there, and I'd love to connect with you guys.
Look forward to hearing from you.
Appreciate you guys. We'll talk soon.
If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.